secret knowledge from the stars. Vedic truth heals ancient scars. Mantras clear the karmic way, bringing light to guide each day. Let the planets show their signs as the cards and stars combine. Ancient wisdom flows through time. Cards reveal the grand design. Om Namah Shivaya divine. Let the cosmic rhythms align. Om Shanti Om.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am the owner and operator of astrologicaltarot.com. You can find all of my information there. So welcome, Star Tribe. Grab your favorite tea, take a breath, and let's get grounded before we dive into this wild planetary week coming ahead for us. So as we step into August of 2026, I want to leave you guys with this quote. This is Swami Sivananda. He's on my altar, and he offers us this beautiful truth. Put your heart, mind, and soul even into your smallest acts, and this is the secret of success. Okay? And then I have another quote that I want to share with you all, and it's from Paramhansa Yogananda, and he reminds us that there is a magnet in your heart that will attract true friends. That magnet is unselfishness, thinking of others first, and when you learn to live for others, they will live for you. And of course, obviously, practicing discernment is key in that area as well, especially with all of the things going on. So in times of intense global shifts, which we're all seeing, lead with your heart, stay grounded in selfless action, and let the planetary transits elevate you rather than shake you. And I also bring in the message of boundaries when we do that as well, because you are a beautiful soul as well, and you deserve to be honored. So let's unpack the collective astrology. I'm going to go from August 1st to August 11th. And this week is going to be the runway setting for a massive solar eclipse coming on August 12th. So since most of our community is tuning in from Los Estados Unidos, the United States, we are looking specifically at how some of these transits will trigger the United States chart with the Sagittarius ascendant, and also I looked into international relations in other countries as well. But this is what you need to mark on your calendar for this week. So get your planners out, your online calendars, whatever you use. So the first thing we have going on is Venus on August 1st he entered Virgo, and he's debilitated there. So, and then Rahu shifted into Dhanishta Nakshatra, Aquarius. Oh, my moon, it's going to be fun. This triggered the United States' third house of communications, infrastructure, local media, and neighboring relations. And so you can notice what's dominating the headlines right now, because this was a couple of days ago. There's a sluggish economic GDP growth data. It's only at 1.5%. There's sticky core founded inflation. What does that mean? It means that the PCE is holding ground at 3.7%. There's lingering tariff effects that is really making consumer spending tight, because again, Dhanishta is the star of wealth. My moon, I'm good at making it, but people like to steal it, and that's kind of what we're going through right now. A lot of strong Dhanishtas in the Middle East too, and I think that's why they're getting attacked, because these guys are like living in luxury, and there's a lot of instability there right now. So Venus being debilitated in Virgo demands really strict budget audits, while Rahu in Dhanishta, this is the star of wealth and rhythm, my nakshatra, it ignites aggressive viral chatter around digital financial moves, tech stocks, and supply chain adjustments, which as an Aquarian moon in 10th house, I've been paying attention to. So then on August 2nd, Mars entered Gemini, and it's Mercury Virgotama as well. Mercury owns Gemini, so what does this mean? Mars enters a very talkative sign, and that is in the United States' 7th house of foreign alliances and open adversaries. So while Mercury is Virgotama, that means that Mercury is the same in the Rashi and in the Vamsha. This makes a particularly potent energy on the Cancer-Gemini border that's going on, which is a bit of a Gandanta, well, in its own way. Cancer, Leo's a full gun-danza, but this is kind of a mini one. Then we have, so we can expect Mars in the 7th house, bringing a lot of heat for foreign affairs, trade policies. We're seeing sharp geopolitical headlines and negotiations in the Middle East, what I just mentioned, which is very Dhanishta, and international travel and border enforcement updates. So Jonathan and I have been dealing with this in Mexico. We have yet to get an appointment for temporary or permanent residency, even though we have qualified for the past 2 years. We can't get an appointment anywhere in the United States because Ketu, the South Node, it's eclipsing that 9th house of foreign relations. Doge basically shut down most international ways for us to work with that. So we've just been working within the system to try to clear that up. Now, Mercury Vargotama, that carries an explosive power regarding our words, our speech, whether it's written or spoken. So a lot of diplomatic statements made this week will have long-term legal consequences. So watch for that. Then August 5th, that's 2 days from now, Mercury is entering Cancer. And that is also in the Navamsha chart, the D9s, and that creates a Guru Chandala Yoga. Okay, so Mercury entering Cancer, that's the United States 8th house of joint finances and emergency response. So while in the D9 Navamsha chart, Rahu and Jupiter are forming a Guru Chandala Yoga in Scorpio. Okay, that means Jupiter and Rahu are together. So we can look at public health and surveillance news, specifically updated to monitoring things like the H5N1 avian flu and a bunch of other stuff that's coming out because Doge canceled a lot of programs that keep us safe, not only when it comes to our food, but our vaccines and everything else. So that's, poultry biosecurity protocols, as well as midsummer heat waves are going to continue to peak, lots of stuff in that area. The 8th house Mercury focus combined with the D9 Guru Chandala Yoga will uncover some whistleblower reports. So we can look for those. There's going to be some debates over government health data because they're going to be covering their tracks because they looted it. And then there's going to be some economic discussions around public health funding because it was defunded. Okay. Now, on August 11th, we have Rahu aspecting Mars. This is a huge red flag warning. Okay. Rahu in Dhanishta Aquarius throws a very sharp, direct 5th house aspect out to Mars in Gemini. And that's a 3rd, 7th house connection. Jonathan and I are prepared for this regarding a personal thing in our charts. So, but when it comes to the collective, we can expect some viral news cycles, high stakes defense debates, cybersecurity alerts, because that is the new battleground, some sudden transportation delays, not a good day to travel, folks. This is a high friction energy globally, so keep your personal conversations calm. Avoid feeding into the online outrage, and just try to stay at home and breathe that day. Okay, because it's right before an eclipse. And I will share more later on that. So when the energy gets turbulent, which is what we're doing, we're really revving up for this eclipse. Vedic astrology gives us the prescription. Here are a few remedies. I call them upayas. That's the Sanskrit word for the remedial measures. And it keeps your aura protected and your spirit grounded during this week. Okay, so for the debilitated Venus, especially if you have an ascendant or a moon here, to bring more financial clarity or just relationship harmony your way, you can offer white flowers, rice to a shrine on Friday. A mantra that you can do is Shukra's seed mantra. I'll give that to you now. Om Dram Dring Dram Sa Shukraya Namaha. And that's best said on Fridays. Venus Day. Also a good time to go on a date. And then for Rahu aspecting Mars, that's impulse control over inner peace. You want to bring that peace in, right? So you can recite Hanuman Chalisa on Tuesday or Saturday. He's one of my favorite forms of the divine. And then you can also do Rahu's mantra. He's the North Node. So his is, Hanuman is Om Ham Hanumataye Namaha. And then that's a very simple one. And then for Rahu, it's Om Brahm Brim Brahm Sa Rahuve Namaha. And that is the seed mantra best said on Saturdays. Now, we also have that Guru Chandala Yoga happening in the D9. That brings some wisdom and protection. You can honor your spiritual teachers, donate books or educational supplies. And then a really good mantra is for Brihaspati, which is Jupiter. He's a divine guru. And that's Om Gram Grim Gram Sa Brihaspataye Namaha. And you can do that 108 times via Amala on Thursdays. Okay, that is Jupiter's day. Now, mark your calendar for next week's show. It's going to be a big one. I'm going to be breaking down the August 12th solar eclipse in Cancer Astrologia. Eclipses last 6 months. This one's going to affect us until January of next year. So you're going to want to take some notes. I'm going to be going sign by sign in all 12 rising signs. And it takes place in Astrologia, which is my Mercury. Whew, and it's right on top of it. So this is a really good time to really focus on the eclipse clearing out old karma and creating a brand new portal for all of us. If you look at it and you don't do any spiritual remedies, it's like downloading a computer virus. So you do not want to do that. You want to stay inside, do your mantras, create an astral shield. Okay, and I'm going to be giving you guys some great mantras for that. I'm going to, and this is per sign, so you can go by your rising, your moon, your sun, whatever you're at. If you don't know your Vedic chart calculation, I've got a free calculator on my site, astrologicaltarot.com. Okay, so subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss next week's forecast on this like huge eclipse. Okay, yeah. And by the way, anything spiritual you do during eclipse is 100 or 1,000-fold, just depending on where you come from. Okay, so we now have, I'm going to open up the chat, drop your details. Tippers will take the stage. Let's see what the cards and the stars have for you today. Okay, and I'm really excited that you're all here. Please let me know if I'm coming through, okay, and you guys can all see me, so that we can all be on the same page together. Okay, so I want to say hi to some of you in the audience. Okay. Okay, let me know if I'm frozen, because I might be having some issues with the internet. Okay, go ahead and turn that off. Oh, I just lost a whole bunch of people. Are you guys here? Yeah, I just lost a whole bunch of people that were on. The connection broke. A little static on this end, but not frozen. Okay, thank you, Venus. I appreciate that, because I went from, wow, I went from 11 people watching to 2. So I'm like, what the heck just happened? So you have the static as well. Turn off the television and turn off your phone. Like, you just turn off all of the appliances. Yeah. You don't know what you're doing. Okay. Okay. So sorry about that, guys. Yeah, it's buffering. Okay. Divine Goddess, thank you for telling me. I'm getting a lot of stuff on my end, so I appreciate it. Yeah. Venus says sometimes YouTube doesn't tell the truth on watchers. Yeah, that's why I'm asking you guys. So I'll say hi to a few of you in the audience. Let me know how I'm doing when it comes to the static. I'm turning off some appliances here. We've had a lot of electrical stuff happen here in Mexico. So Kaylee, it's lovely to see you, Kaylee. And you want a lightning round reading. You got it. Go ahead and ask your question. Venus, the mod with the most, is here. It is lovely to see you, Venus. Let me know if I'm doing okay. How am I doing over there on the phone? Cheryl, it is lovely to see you, Cheryl. It was good to see you on Gerald's and Richie's show the other day as well. Some patience is here. I cannot wait. I did a deep dive into you, my dear. I'm so excited for tomorrow. You are a fascinating soul. We have a lot in common. I'm really looking forward to it. So, yeah, I've spent hours looking at you. It was so fun. Okay. And then here, is it just me or is the video cracking sound? Prayers. Thank you for sending prayers. I need them right now because the goblins are affecting my tech connection. Thank you, Trinity. I appreciate that. And then it is crackling. Okay, tell me if it's getting a little better, guys. And then some patient since last week while I was on emergency family late, I said a contract separation notice, which means I'm officially down to 0 clients. Good for you. You're here to build some boundaries, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. I looked at your D10, which is 10 divisions deep into your chart. Ooh, we got some stuff to talk about. You're an amazing soul. Sybil, lovely to see you, Sybil. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Divine Goddess. I am good, and so's Jonathan. Yeah, we're just hanging in there. You want to say hi, Jonathan? So we're good too, honey. All right, thank you for putting my my website up. Yes, you can always get a reading with me here. I put a lot of work into it, and I just love getting into it. Dr. Sony Shines, lovely to see you. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. And you put a question in the coffee app. Okay, thank you, some patience. I'll go ahead and star you. Oh, good. I'm glad that you can't wait for the big astrology report. Whoo, it's going to be big. And it is right on top of my Mercury. So it's going to be, and my moon. So I'm just like, I watched it happen to Jonathan. And so I'm just kind of sitting back and going, what's it going to be? But I am going to be literally putting layer after layer after layer of protection on us. I mean, Jonathan and I are, from 4 to 7 a.m. every single morning, we are putting astral layers on top of ourselves because the energy is really intense during eclipse time. When we do that regularly, and then during the eclipse, we do specific mantras for an additional 3 to 4 hours after that. So it's, people don't realize how energetically insane eclipses can be. I'll try to, there's actually a couple of videos that I saw come up that explains how the energy affects us. And whether you're, studying it from an MIT perspective or a more intuitive perspective, it's the same shebang, okay? And then Venus says, you're a Pisces sun, Sagittarius moon, Capricorn rising. Yes, okay, so this, yeah, you're out of the eclipses, but you will be, your ascendant will be eclipsed next year. 2027, so we'll prepare you for that, my dear. And then, yes, there was some buffering. I apologize for that at the beginning, you guys. Oh my goodness. Now it sounds like someone's chewing in the microphone. Well, that's fun. Again, my Mercury is getting eclipsed by Ketu. That's your voice, your throat chakra. So you're already feeling the eclipse energy. Hopefully, I can get a full show going next week. Oh my gosh. All right, Kaylee, you want to know what August has in store? I'm super excited tomorrow, too. Oh, my gosh. We're going to have so much fun. Yes, I can't wait for our reading either. I spent hours on your chart. It is incredible. I went really deep. I went into your annual chart. I went 60 divisions deep to find out what your karma was. It's going to be revelatory. So, Risa, lovely to see you, fellow lovely goddess. All right, Cheryl, I got your question in. Everyone's saying hi to Jonathan. Oh, Jonathan, the spouse with the most. You have a stellium at the same place. Jonathan has a stellium, so that explains why we connect. I love that. And then she goes, hey, this is Risa. Hey, Jonathan, handsome soul. Hey. Oh, my goodness. Okay. And Divine Goddesses, you want some spirit messages? This is what she said. Okay. Oh, you're so cute. And then you do have a monthly subscription through the coffee app, Pure Love Essence. So go ahead and get your question in if I haven't started already. Let me look. Yeah, monthly reading for, okay, yeah. So go ahead and put, if you want a specific one other than monthly, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I'll give you a monthly one. Divine Goddess, hello from India. Lovely to see you. Those beautiful temples there. And you're an Aries rising, Gemini sun, Aquarian moon. Oh, I'm an Aquarian moon too. So you might be like, I'm toward the end. I'm right in between Denisha and Shadabishak. So some years I'm a Shadabishak, some years I'm a Denisha. It just depends on my Varsha Pol and my Tithi Pravesh. So, and you use the deck of gods and goddesses as well. Yeah, it's a great altar deck. I have my own deck that I've made off of it, and it's basically just for Jyotish practitioners, and I use it every day. It's huge. Jonathan and I love it. So it'll eventually come out to the public, but I'm still working on it because they're showing me like tweaks that I need to make to, help make it more universal for others. And then Oh, thank you, Kaylee. I loved it when you did my reading, Michelle. It's been a while and I still refer back to it. Yeah. I'm so glad that you do. You have a lot of points in common with Jonathan too. So yeah. Oh, I love Utara Fulgumis. You guys are the best. My Bella was also an Utara Fulgumi. They're very special to me. It's my favorite nakshatra. So let's see. Okay, what do you know and understand this month? You've got it, Pure Love Essence. And thank you for the Heart's Venus and Divine Goddess and Sybil. And you guys are amazing. All right, so let's get to our questions. Okay, so some patience, you are first. And then we're going to do Pure Love Essence second. Okay. So let me go over to put a question in the copy. I'm looking for what to work towards. Watch out for next steps for lack of client income now. That's not a bad thing because you're getting taken advantage of. You don't want to, because they're just going to take money anyway. People like that. Blah. I've had that happen to me. I had a $50,000 contract taken away from me after 2 years of work. So you're not alone there. Jonathan's been through some stuff too. You are not alone. People will literally rip you off because they don't understand karma. It's crazy. They will next time. Okay, so let's see. Client sent separation notice. I'm hoping to get my 5 months of back pay. I got 2 years. And this is when I was in college, so I was still like, I was 19, 20 years old when I went through this. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, we're on the same age. And I was just like, you know, we got a flyer here. Oh, it's the Lord of Death. Okay, well, that's a great start. Oh, Yama's making himself known. Oh, yes. Well, this makes sense. This makes complete sense. I'm still like bathing in the energy of your chart. Okay, so it's still very fresh in my mind. So I can add a little bit of that to your reading today, but tomorrow it's going to be intense. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. It's okay. You're going to get through this. This is part of you setting boundaries. Okay. All right, my dear. So, you've got Ketu in Pisces, sidereal Pisces, which tells me in a past birth you were incredibly spiritual. You tried to go on the right path. And because of that, you are going to attract, with Rahu on your ascendant in your, it's your first house in Hasta, you're going to attract a lot of enemies in this birth. When I say a lot of enemies, I'm talking like it's going to be a recurring theme across your entire life. Guess who also has that axis? Hala. So we're going to talk about this tomorrow in detail. But I got the Lord of Death, Yama, who's also on your ascendant. Okay, and he's going, I'm making myself known, along with Rahu. And just the overall, they're bringing a death into your way of understanding other people and relationships, because Ketu in the 7th house, the house of relationships, because I got Pluto 7th house. I just looked at your chart. You got Pluto in the 1st house, aspecting the 7th. He's trying to show you who you are outside of relationships so that you can start setting appropriate boundaries with people who misuse your energy and abuse you. Okay? The reason I say that is when it comes to work, they're not going to do the right thing. You need to set very clear boundaries with people, even though you're doing the right thing and you're sticking to the contract and you'll put in the hours and you brought the clients. Guess why all of those things were just taken away? Saturn just went direct retrograde on July 27th. He's literally having you look back at the way you were treated over the last 5 months, and for the next 5 months, you're going to have to reallocate this. There will not be a solution because these people are not going to do the right thing. I know that I got the injustice card. This is your number one issue that you're going to have with that. Okay, my dear. Oh yeah, I've definitely noticed that theme. No secret there. Yeah, so you already know these people. They're asking, the reason why the divine is literally holding back blessings from you, and this has happened to me too, no judgment, I have the same relationship to self-access that you do, and it's on between a water and an earth sign, just like you. is, this is what's going to be the hardest thing for you to do. And I'm speaking from experience. Walking away emotionally from people that no longer serve you, leaving the drama behind. This is a stagnant attachment that you have to this employer. There's a proverb that says, when we're afraid, we lose what we have, even when what we have is misery. So the shadow side is that you're refusing to walk away from a dead work relationship, a toxic situation due to fear of the unknown. Do not choose comfortable suffering over liberation, because hospice tend to do that. It's important that you walk away, that you allow this evolution to change you emotionally. That comes from every single relationship, business, family, friends, anyone sitting across from you and acting as a mirror. You need to start putting yourself first and not allowing these more demonic, sensory-based energies to influence you and steal your divine gifts and what you bring to the collective. Okay? It's going to be hard for you to walk away. Do it. Okay? Search for other modes of income and support, because they're not going to do the right thing at the end of this. And the fact that you just lost the last client is literally Shani Dev Saturn, who's going over your South Node and has been back and forth. He's about to hit it again, showing you in a past birth, you did everything for everyone else and you were not compensated for it. So you need to literally set those boundaries. I'm in the same boat. Okay. All right. And then let's see. Oh, I am happiness. Welcome, dear. Gratitude to you. Lovely to see you. And then I'm happiness. I'll get your question in. Know that you have to stay in the chat if you don't tip, okay? Oh, yes. Thank God the cords were severed today from that job. Yeah, it was just toxic, right? How can I fix and help others if I have to do things like set healthy boundaries? You do have a sense of humor. Yeah, that's what the boundaries are all about, right? So just, you're not there to fix them. You're not there to help them. You're here to work on yourself. And that is one of the hardest lessons for us. I thought you were a lot older because you're funnier than I am and you tend to just kind of pick up on things, and we're around the same age. So I looked at that and went, wow, this person's been through some stuff. And the fact that you can find humor in it is very adult of you. But yeah, just walk away from these people, honey, because they're not going to do you any good. And then very helpful, a great preview of tomorrow. Super excited for our reading. I am too. I really, really am. Okay. And then I'm happiness. You got to be patient with me, honey. Okay. And then Trinity says, I understand what you're going through, patience. I keep practicing self-love in the mirror every day. You are worthy of the best things in this world, 100%, sweetie. Oh, and I love that we worship the same goddess energy. I also gave Trinity a reading, and she is one of the most beautiful souls I was able to tap into. Just the fact that you are still going after everything you've been through just tells me you're a divine and beautiful feminine warrior, my dear. So it was an honor to read your chart. Okay, and then Venus is just reminding everyone, free readings are in order as they come. No need to post the question more than once. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you. All right, so now let's go into the lovely Pure Love Essence monthly reading. Okay, and you went a little further and said, what do I need to know and understand this month? Okay, girl, you got it. Oh, and then we have someone else coming in. Rachel. Oh, Rachel, I didn't see you pop in. Go ahead and say hi. Give your question. You are next. Okay. So what do I need to know and understand this month? You got it. Let's tap into that beautiful energy. Okay. Interesting. Okay. There's a bit of a lightning storm going on, so when it gets a little darker, you guys might be able to see it and hear it. But we'll see. Thank you for reminding everyone, Venus. I appreciate you. Okay, so you've got some monetary stuff coming your way, Trinity, that you need to pay attention to. It will work out. That's the good news. All right, so Ooh, what am I saying with this? So the main energy I'm getting for you, Miss Trinity, is I got the second house. This is your finances, your speech, but also your what keeps, you know, food in your belly and, you know, money in your bank account. There's something going on there because I got the sun. That's the ego related to your finances, what makes you feel secure in a material way. And then I got Uranus. This is the lightning planet. This is Lord Indra coming through. So there's going to be a little bit of shakeup in the financial department for you during the month of August. Know that it will work out. I did get the Justice card. Okay, so there's going to be a little drama ahead of time, though. As this drama goes on, it's important that you don't doubt it. You don't lose any trust in the divine. Try to battle any anxiety coming your way, feelings of disconnection. This is just a temporary setback, okay? So it might bring in some low self-esteem, but you need to just let go and surrender to the process because you can't shine if you let others extinguish your flame, especially when it comes to you feeling secure. So this is also teaching you not to overgive your energy to the wrong sources or people, okay? I think it was Vincent van Gogh. He's one of the, he created a beautiful painting called Starry Night. And he said, I put my soul, my heart and my soul into my work, and I've lost my mind in the process. The stars are beautiful, but they're too far away for a, how do I say this? I'm trying to, they're too far away to warm a cold heart. Okay, so tap into the astrology, tap into the mantras that I gave you. The eclipse is going to shake some monetary things up in your world. It's important that you don't allow that to lose connection to your higher self or the divine feminine, which we connected over. Because when there's a lack of faith in the universe, there's a creative barrenness that takes over, and then anxiety and all these other things come in. So don't allow what's about to happen in August to discourage you, okay? It will work out because I got the Justice card, okay? So that's just something to be aware of. Hope to money to support with my disabilities. It will eventually come, but some things are getting blocked right now, okay, my dear? And the lovely Steve is here. Thank you for your tip. It is lovely to see you. You are after Miss Rachel. General August reading. You got it, Rachel. Okay. That in, and then we're going to go to Steve after Rachel. Okay. Okay, General August reading. Are you still in Berlin or are you back? I love that you sent me the text about how much more affordable food is in Berlin. It's the same in Mexico City and Mexico in general. I mean, it's just, people are just getting robbed in the United States because I'm a budget queen. Every single penny we spend is documented because everything we do is self-sustaining, and so I have to keep track of every receipt, everything that we do. And we were paying twice what we do in the United States than what we do in Mexico, and I'm eating more. I put on 18 pounds since moving to Mexico. I was under 100 pounds when I was in the United States, and I'm 5'8". It was very dangerous because I couldn't afford food, you guys. You know, like in the Seattle area, it was really bad, especially after what Jonathan's sister-in-law did to us. So I came here and it's like I put on a very healthy 18 pounds. I'm able to lift more because both of us are active. My musculature is back. You know, I've got my little abs back. I don't look like a skeleton. So very happy to be here in Mexico. The food situation is much more affordable. So, okay, General August reading. Now again, I'm going to be giving readings for the collective. Now this coming eclipse is going to affect your 12th house, Rachel. So it's important that any hidden secrets that come out or things that are happening, you just shine a beautiful light on and you pay attention to. Okay? So let's do a general reading for you. General for Miss Rachel. If you guys haven't subscribed already, I highly recommend you do. I also have memberships available. Members do get perks, including priority readings, all that good stuff. have this again for you. Interesting. All right. August is a month for you to shine, my dear. You know, your ascendant in the Vedic or sidereal is Maga, which was ruled by the crown kings. Okay. Just the same as, you know, Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, you know, all of the leaders right now. So it's going to be a little harder for you to acclimate into this energy because you have a very different perspective when it comes to those people, because you have a different moon than they do. And it's not eclipsed. So the main energy that I'm getting in and around your self for this month is, I got some Seven of Pentacles energy. This is good. This is all about planting seeds, but it can bring some interruptions, some delayed plans, apprehension, a little disappointment because you want things to really move along. So no matter how great your talent or your efforts are, some things just take time, and you can't produce a baby in 1 month while getting 9 women pregnant. Okay, so I think that was Warren Buffett that said that, and Jonathan's laughing. So the ultimate expression of earth sign patience. This is that wealth and goals and things like this cannot be rushed this month. They're going to be blocked, especially with stuff happening in your 12th aspect in your 6th. So there's going to be some blocks there. There's going to be some frustration. Just prepare for it and be patient because your seeds are planted well. Okay? You're not going to be able to manifest what you need because of the eclipse energy. This is all about scattering your energy, misusing your power, things like that. I also said that during the month of August, you can expect a lot of construction in your apartment, some noises, things like that. So it's important that you put up with that. They're showing me jackhammers, okay? So it's important that you try not to allow this to make you move or do anything. Like I told you, there were going to be some issues with construction no matter where you live based on your chart. So you cannot manifest what you need during the month of August. Okay, just wait and be patient. Don't try to force anything because it'll just be more expensive and unpleasant and things like that. And we don't want that in your life. Okay. So then I went to the Mahabharata Oracle. This is a bit of a theme for you. The reason I say that is because Bhishma, he worked for the army on the other side, even though he was against it. He was on the Kaurava side, even though he taught both the Pandavas and the Kauravas in the Mahabharata. What does that mean? He was the uncle, the preceptor, the trainer for the good guys and the bad guys, and he had to work on the side of the bad guys because the bad guy chose the army and the good guys chose the divine itself, which is a message to all of us that when God fights your battles, no one can stand against you. And even Bhishma, who was one of the greatest warriors in the Mahabharata, could not stand up against Krishna himself, and he had to represent Duryodhana. Duryodhana was the Trump of the era. Okay, so Bhishma's vow defined his destiny through restraint and service. He upheld noble ideas beyond his own personal desires. He disagreed with what the bad army was doing, but he did it anyway because that's what he was called to do. So let go of your short-term gains for sustainable success. Try to be as patient as you can during the month of August. Release any harmful habits that cause you to just like be scattered with your thinking and more impulsive. And know that any sacrifices you make will clear the way for growth in your soul, and it will help you understand the bigger picture rather than the smaller one. Okay, my dear? That's a lot, but okay. And you say, I'm on a solo walk right now. OMG. Yeah, it was kind of scary. It's almost over, and it really wasn't much, actually. Okay. All right. You're welcome. You got this. Okay. So that's good. I'm glad that things are working out for you there. All right. All right. So let's see. And then here, and Trinity says the whole world food rise past 20 years. Yeah. So the eclipse that's coming up is affecting the 8th and 2nd houses of the United States. The 2nd house does rule food, so it's important that we pay attention to that, as well as savings, inheritances, money in general. That's a financial axis. The last time we went through this was 2008. So anything big happened then? So, hey Gigi, good to see you. I'll get your question in, honey. Berlin isn't as well, it's inexpensive as Mexico. I went a long way, but it's, yeah, I agree. We can't say cheap in Mexico because they consider that to be a slam, even though in the United States it's like a compliment. We say inexpensive because it's still quality. Like we get organic. I mean, I got that big thing of spinach the other day, and it was the most beautiful spinach I've ever seen. And I cook it down into our stews because we're vegetarian vegans, and so we need extra, iron and stuff to our diet. And oh my gosh, all the produce here is amazing, you guys. And so, still the best fudge donor. Yeah, they have wonderful fruits and vegetables here for sure. Okay, so Steve is next. Crazy month to put a start for me at work between loss of jobs, being okay, and work being sent to who knows. My question is, what can you see? What's going on? It seems like this never happened before. Steve, get an astrology reading with me, and I can look at your D10, which is 10 divisions deep, because there's hundreds of charts in Vedic astrology that we look at, and they all indicate different parts of your lives. I would look at your D10 for a little more information, but I'll just do a quick read for you right now to kind of figure out what the back end is. I'll use my astrology cards too to just kind of get an idea. Okay, interesting. Now, where is his work going? Work being sent to who knows. I don't know what kind of work they have you doing, Steve, but I got Aquarius as the first card, which tells me that they're trying to replace people with AI systems, which could be, because a lot of, as someone who worked for Google, and Jonathan also worked for Microsoft, they are literally replacing people by the hundreds of thousands, and then they're making calls to take over the contractors that got them clients. So like, for instance, Jonathan and I were Google contractors, right? And we would work with small businesses in our area to connect them to Google products, ad campaigns, things like that. And then they use that information to say, hey, AI can do this for you. You don't have to pay these people, even though AI hasn't really caught up yet. It's interesting. Okay. Some stuff's happening, especially in the work world. Okay. But when I get Aquarius, it tells me this gives you a chance, if you are lacking in contracts right now, to AI up your skills. I mean, there are whole programs that you can learn, whether you're using Claude or Gemini or ChatGPT, or there's so many platforms that you can use. There's lots of video campaigns and things like that that you can use. It's just so interesting. All right, so first card I got, Aquarius. Take this time to improve. Jeez, this one really wants to get my attention. It's a good card too, so that's good for you. Aquarius, up your tech skills. Any free time that you have, get online and use AI to make your job better, easier, however you want to do that. Like, for instance, I used to create shorts for my channel. I would dress in different outfits. I would give the astrology for the week. It would normally take 2 to 3 days of my energy. I'm talking like 7 to 8 hour days to create these shorts. Now what I do is I take a longer video, I put it through an AI app, and it does everything for me. I don't have to do captions. I don't have to, I mean, it saves me so much time. So I'm able to literally do it in 25 minutes, what was used to be 3 days of work. Use AI to make your job easier, take on more contracts, do things that will help you maybe even start your own online business, because they're telling you you've got crazy skills, okay? I got 6 of Wands energy for you, Steve. Even though you're going through a bit of a, you are going to be very victorious because you are an extremely motivated, driven person. Like you can see, she's on stage here. The lights are on her. She's got the victory wreath. This is kind of like Simon Cowell hitting the golden buzzer moment for you. You're doing great at work. Okay, so this is going to work out. This tells me that you will be victorious regarding whatever's coming your way. Okay, it's a veni vidi vici. It's like I say, I came, I saw, I conquered. Okay, so you've got some stuff going. You're going to get some public recognition, even though there's some rivalry at work, unfavorable outcomes happening there. This is an unapologetic celebration of you. All right. There might be some people like doing some stuff in the background. Why do I say that? I got 7 of Wands, but it came up reversed. This is courage under siege. Never give in, never give in, never, never, never. Okay. In nothing great or small, large or petty, never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense. That was Winston Churchill during World War II. I've been reading a lot about him because we're kind of in our own little war period right now. This is the ultimate stance of an individual, like holding the line against overwhelming odds, but let go of control as you do this, because this came up upside down. Okay, so it's important that you do not become overwhelmed by your adversaries. You just kind of remain quiet in the background and they will reveal themselves. Okay, so don't fight it. Just know that the truth will be revealed and you will be victorious as you go through this, because I feel like you've got some stuff working against you and behind the scenes, but the people who truly know what's going on, they're going to be like, that's not what happened in the end, because they'll be found out. Okay, so I went to my Mahabharata oracle. I got infinity. What does this mean for your career? A new venture, a new creative idea, any pursuits that you have that are your own are totally favored right now, and they will be successful. Working for other people might not be your shtick. You know, it's not mine, it's not Jonathan's. I have not worked for another person outside of a contract, which again, I can fire them, which is great, since 2010. So most of my work career has been working for myself and working in contracts. And it's really great because, as especially a young female, there was a lot of sexual harassment. There was a lot of like weird stuff going on behind the scenes where people were doing bad stuff. And I just went, yeah, that's not for me. I'm here to do a job. I'm not here to do other jobs. And being a contract worker really saved me from a lot of the gross stuff that happens in the workplace, especially as a young female at the time. Ugh. For men, it's, you know, people working against you, trying to take contracts, you know, undermine your authority and your contracts that you're bringing in. So it's important that you stay behind the scenes, don't put up a fight, and just allow these people to be revealed, if that makes sense. Let's see what you're saying here. And everyone's saying hi to Steve. And then some patient sends, that's it, Steve Marrero, and I lost our clients this week. We're going into business together. You know what? I could do a business analysis between your two charts, see if it's a good match. I've actually done that for corporate clients. So, and then, yeah, DK, good to see you. Oh, you want to know if you're pregnant? Okay, well, stick around. And then Steve's just laughing. Yeah, you got this. There's some drama. There's some weird stuff going on behind the scenes. The thing is, I didn't realize why I was fired from the teaching industry until 2 years after I left. And it was the complete opposite of why I thought I was. I thought I was fired because I was doing really well when it came to my kids' test scores. I mean, they were doing better than the honors students. It wasn't that. Let's just put it that way. There was this whole thing happening behind the scenes where I went, ew, gross. It was just like, get me out of there. So Spirit literally threw me out 2 years later. And then I actually met one of the teachers who was still there at my shop that I had at the time. And she told me everything. And I went, I am so glad I don't work there anymore. I mean, let's just say it was gross. Okay, so you've got some stuff going on behind the scenes. Don't let it affect you. It's your guides literally protecting you. You're going to be victorious. And you are welcome, my friend. All right. Divine Goddess, I got your question in. All right, business match. I'm game if you are, Steve. Well, I don't have Steve's information, but I do have yours. And yeah, some patient is a person that I have to look at how you guys interact, but they're a trustworthy person based on what I've seen in their karma. So, okay, next lovely question. All right, just gonna make sure I have everyone. Okay, I got everyone who tipped. We're going in the lightning round already. Good, because I'm hungry. Okay. So, Kaylee, are you here? I wouldn't mind a lightning round reading if those are available tonight. You want to know what August has in store for you. Let us know you're here. Cheryl, are you here? Then we have Divine Goddess. And then I'm Happiness. And then Gigi. And then Yarik. And then that's it. Okay. So no other questions unless you guys tip, okay? And I'm just going to do a quick lightning round for those who stuck around. Cheryl is here. Yay! Yay! Kaylee's here. Here we go. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so Fogo Pogo. Let's know what August has in store. Okay. I know that you have some Leo placements, so the nodes are finally moving away from you. That's good. They'll officially move away by 2027. Things will start to clear up in another area. So let's see what the cards have to say for you, Miss Kaylee. You grabbing my fan? It's over in the closet up over the books. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to hang it up because these walls are weird. Okay, what's Miss Kaylee working on? Kaylee is one of the most creative people I've met. She has what's called a Saraswati yoga in her chart, which is extremely rare. My guru has this yoga in his chart. Thank you. And she created this fan for me, you guys. Check this out. So look at this. It's got Vedic, Western, dragonflies, which she did not know were auspicious to me. These are the flowers that I literally collect here in Mexico. She figured that out ahead of time. Ganesha, who is the deity for Vedic astrologers. Yes, that's him here. And then, of course, Kali. She's my mother. And then feathers. She didn't know I collected feathers either. And I have a peacock feather on my altar, along with other feathers that I collect throughout the world. And then she's got tarot deck that I use. So, I mean, this is as psychic as you get when it comes to fans. She picked up on my energy and put it into a fan. I mean, whew. Yeah, she's an amazing soul, you guys. Okay, so let's look at August. They want you to focus on communications. We've got Mercury front and center. Pay attention to what you say, how you're intellectualizing your situation, anything that helps your throat chakra. I know that you are a Reiki healer, so any throat work that you can do, any stones that you can have in and around you to help with this area. I'm a big fan of chalcedony, turquoise. It just depends on how it interacts with your energy. Okay, now I'm going to say this with love. Okay, there's going to be some stuff coming your way. And it's Queen of Pentacles energy reversed. Why do I say this? The last time this happened was in 2008. You have a very similar nodal axis to Jonathan. He lost his entire fortune in 2008. Is that going to happen to you? I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is that you need to pay attention to the money and really, really focus on your success as an individual despite what's about to come. Okay? The eclipses that are hitting starting this month all the way into 2027 to the end of, to the beginning of middle of 2028 are going to affect the financial access of the United States. We're all going to be suffering through this. It's not going to be easy. Things are going to get more expensive, and a lot of programs that protect consumers are going to be lifted or eliminated. Okay, so it's important that you watch over spending, you really take responsibility for your money, and use better judgment here, because the people that are in charge of the money are not using good judgment. They are basically looking for a quick fix, a quick loot. People are going, oh, well, there's these things going on with immigration right now, because that's ninth house that's getting affected. Then it's going to affect the eighth house. That's our money in the United States. The ninth house is all about foreign relations, and Jonathan and I have yet to get an appointment anywhere to get a permanent or temporary residency in our area because that's being blocked. Then it's going to hit the financial axis, so just be aware of that, okay? I did get a really interesting card for you because I don't normally get this for you, so I thought it was interesting. I don't know if you're looking for a relationship or if you're thinking about a relationship, but I did get the Lover's card for August. So if there's someone that's been sniffing around, maybe look at them twice. You know, this is someone who, I mean, there might be an attraction that they have that they haven't really revealed yet. But this alignment is because you share similar values. There's an attunement there. It's a higher union when I see the lovers. So this is about relational harmony, unconditional love. So be open to relationships. One could be coming your way. Okay, so that's the good thing. The bad thing is pay attention to money. Okay. So I hope that was helpful, my dear, and thank you for letting me show off your fan. You're so ridiculously talented and creative. And Fogo Pogo says, let's see, let me get to the top here. Noted. Money has been interesting lately. Thank you for the warning. Yeah, it's been interesting for a lot of us, for sure. And then, not sure if it would work out. Hopefully someone else. I'll take it. Okay. Well, we'll see. I'd love to hear about it. So, yeah, we'll see. Not really. I had someone come back into my life from 2 years ago. Let me just pull a quick card on that because I'm curious. Yes, it's them. Or it's a King of Pentacles energy. If this person has strong and earth energy in their chart, I mean, they're actually going to help you. They're going to help you out of the financial situation. That's what they just told me. Like they're like, ooh, they got money, honey. And you got so much good karma in your chart that when the collapse hits, they're just going to send someone to come rescue you because you have really good karma. Okay, so you're going to be okay. I've been putting a lot of money into my business, just hoping for a return. That might be why I got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. There might not be a return there. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, you got it. Oh, thank you guys for being patient as I go through all of these questions. I do go in order. Okay, so next we have Cheryl. Are you here? General reading. Divine Goddess, are you here? I'm Happiness. Are you here? Please check in, check in. You're welcome, Fogo Pogo, Miss Kaylee. Cheryl, yay! Okay, let me get to your question. General reading for August. You got it. I hope things are going a little better for your daughter-in-law. You know, sometimes when we trigger childhood wounds in each other, it's just a sign that we need to, you know, help each other grow in those areas and create appropriate boundaries with each other and make it work out. That's not bad. Okay, so you've actually got some good energy coming your way. First, I got the North Node, so this is going to be caused by the eclipse. This is a big yes card. Then I got Sagittarius. What is Sagittarius? Sagittarius is the guru. It's the divine healer. It's the Santa Claus of the zodiac. It's ruled by Brihaspati, Jupiter. It tells me that listening to your higher self is really going to pan out for you. It's going to be a really good step for you to come into for the month of August, which is good. Now here's the main energy that I'm getting around the tarot. Okay, I got the Seven of Swords, but it came up reversed. So this is an apology for something stolen. It's going to be an exposure that comes out, possibly after the solar eclipse on the 12th. It usually indicates some kind of fraud that's going on. So the first principle is that you must not fool yourself and that you are the easiest person to fool. I think it was Richard Feynman that said that. So this is the unraveling of some kind of intellectual con that's been going on. It's characterized by self-deception, fraud, getting caught in a complex of lies. So there's some understanding that's going to come out. There's a lie or a big revelation that's going to come out after this August 12th eclipse, and you're going to get an apology for it. So accept the apology, listen to your higher self, move on, and you're going to be just fine. So that's a good thing. I like it when that happens. I'd like to see apologies. So, okay, Divine Goddess, I'm looking for you in the chat, my dear. You are next. Let's see. Thank you, Venus, for being the mod with the most. I appreciate you. And let's see. Divine Goddess, are you here? I'm Happiness, are you here? Gigi, are you here? Yadik, are you here? And just to let everybody know, I am going in order. Oh, you're seeing that person in a week, Cheryl. Okay. Well, that would be the apology. Okay. Because it's going to be about a week from now that the eclipse hits. So, love that. Yadik is here. Thank you for checking in, my dear. All right. And Mike, if she banned you, it might have been something that you said. Actually, it might have been, I do have certain words also in my my software, and it's usually to keep, like, if people say like certain words or things in the chat, they can get banned for about 10 minutes. So just be aware that if you mention anything that triggers that, it can happen. Traveling on the 12th, honey, that's during the eclipse. Do not, okay. Not a great day to travel, my dear. I don't know why you chose that. If you can reroute your time, I would do. Let me just pull a quick card on that, but do not travel during eclipses. Like, that's just not, let me see how it's going to go for you. Do not travel during eclipses. Like, it's not going to go well for you materially. It's just, if you can change your ticket or do whatever you can for entertainment purposes only, but, you know, historical, reverential, like someone who has lived during, do not travel during eclipses. Okay, that's when, like, all of the negative energies come through. Okay, so you didn't plan it, I didn't know. Well, now you know. You have time. You have time to change your ticket. If you can, absolutely do it, because your material stability will go out the window if you try to do it then. Okay, I'm speaking from experience, and from, like, I have thousands and hundreds. I have thousands of people in my software. Okay, I've talked to many people throughout the years. I've been studying astrology since I was 9. I've been paying attention to eclipses. Do not travel on that day. Okay. Okay. When in August is it okay to travel? Definitely not on the 12th, the 27th, or the 28th. Those are the dates you want to write down and not travel. Okay. Okay. And Divine Goddess is here. All right, you are next, my dear. I'd love some spirit messages for me. I have just joined work. New workplace recently. Okay, you got it. Let's do a quick poll. And I see you, Yakide. It's a cool name. Thank you for checking in. I'm still working for I'm Happiness and Gigi. So make sure that you pop in the chat if you want me to give you your lightning round reading, okay? Ooh, okay. Not getting the best cards for your new work. Wish I had better ones. First one I got was Mercury. This represents your intellect, your speech, your communications, things like that. It's important that you really pay attention to how your work is being intellectualized and used by the company, okay? Because I got the Justice Reverse card. This tells me that there is some dishonesty going on regarding the job, unaccountability and fairness. You might not see the results of things that you would hope for on a client's part. It's time to tell the truth and take responsibility for your actions and speak truth to power, because there's some injustice and denial going on with the position. I think it was Martin Luther King that said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We're caught in an inescapable network of mutuality tied in a single garment of destiny. So it's important that we heed his words. And if there's any corruption going on with your job, especially when it comes to the law, that you take personal responsibility for your part in it, and don't blame others for any karma that is happening there, okay? The reason I say that is that there is a bit of a planning issue when it comes to this. I got the 2 of Wands reversed. This is all about indecision, anxiety, especially when it comes to waiting. It's a losing interest in a project. So there might be a loss of interest in a project after it's revealed, possibly after the eclipse, that there's something illegal about it. Okay. I think it was Machiavelli who said that it's better to be feared than loved, but you can't be both. So you might be stepping into this. It's don't, shrink back from your greatness, from your truth. Don't try to over-regulate for other people that are just being paranoid and weird. Don't allow other people to bully you. Okay, that's another thing there. But there's a lack of planning that has to do with the project at work, and it's because of that, it's going to cause some injustice, and you need to pay attention to it. Okay, that's the main thing that they're showing me. Eclipses bring stuff like that. That's kind of what I'm preparing for as well. Okay, my dear, I'll try to focus on my work. Okay, good. Okay. Let's see. All right, and just to let everybody know, unless I get a tip, I'm not doing any more readings unless you're a member or you tipped, okay? Said that a little bit while back. So, Yakid, are you still here? I'm looking for Gigi, and I'm Happiness. Please check in. Yakid is here. Thank you, Yakid. I appreciate that. And if you guys want your question answered in lightning round, get to stick around and show up toward the beginning of the show so that you can get into the queue, okay? You want to know if you're pregnant or not. Okay, let's find out. Well, obviously take a test. Sometimes it takes a week or two to figure that out. Let's see. Okay, they definitely want you focusing on your daily routine, what you're doing every day, your health, your diet. I know that folic acid is a big deal when it comes to pregnancy and getting pregnant, so that's something to pay attention to. What the heck? Are there issues in your relationship regarding money and your emotional availability? Because you don't want to have a baby with someone who's not ready to have one. If Spirit's blocking it, it's for your benefit, my dear. Okay, give me the Empress reversed if she's not. Yeah, give me Empress energy for the pregnancy. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, yeah, they're flying all over the place for you. Things are not clear yet. Okay. Tell me what's going on here. All right. They're saying you have some relationship issues. Because of that, the baby is not manifesting. Okay. They don't want to manifest the baby in an unstable home because I'm not getting a stable home for you. I'm getting a very unstable home. I got that you need to focus on your work, service to others. If you have a garden, tend to it. That includes your body, your daily routine, who you are as a person. You're not tending to your own needs because of this. There's an imbalance in the relationship, okay? And it's not good to get involved in having a baby with someone who is not quite ready to have one themselves, okay? The reason I say that is I've got some apathy and severe depression regarding the situation. I got the Four of Cups reversed. So someone might be faking it in a relationship. That's not great, okay? The worst crime is faking it. You've got to learn to. Sometimes when the universe denies us gifts, like it's actually a good thing. So there's a total psychological disengagement from one of the partners in this. I don't know if your partner even wants to have a baby. Okay, they might be faking it. The reason I say that is because there is a big disconnect between the two of you. I mean, emotionally, financially, it's just not there. I did get Four of Pentacles reversed. This tells me that you need to release any unjustified fears, enjoy what you have, let go of expectations in your relationship or any control issues that you guys have with each other, because it's going to block blessings for the both of you. I remember it was J. Paul Getty. He said that I have 14 other grandchildren, and if I pay 1 penny now, then I'll have kidnapped 14 grandchildren. So he was basically refusing to pay his grandson's ransom. This guy had a lot of money, and it's like they're putting money ahead of, this is the mob calls it money before blood. So there's too many money issues. There's not an emotional connection going on. These aren't great cards for having a baby. So I'm like, why are you focused on this instead of like focusing on what needs to, manifest in your relationship in your life right now? I got 2 cups reversed. You see the hands there with the sound bowls. It came up reversed though. I mean, this was like, ooh, you guys are in tune. You're not in tune. Okay, so there's an imbalance, there's a misalignment in your relationship. It can lead to dissolution if you're not careful because you're not on the same page. One person's really worried about money, the other person's emotionally detached and depressed. The lovers, they're not really meeting up here. They're having some issues. The soulmate connection is a little severed. There are 2 separate energies coming from a single flowing stream. It works, but your guys are coming from 2 separate streams going into separate rivers or tributaries. So it's really important that you get on the same page before you do something this big, because there's an imbalance. Know that codependency and fractured bonds don't serve anybody. Make sure that the other person loves you and you guys are on the same page, and vice versa before you do something like this. Okay. I feel like I have a baby inside me. Okay, well, I'm telling you that you need a better support system around you before that baby comes out. I'm being completely honest with you. You're not going to get the fluffy rainbow unicorn stuff on this channel. You're going to get divine advice. And the divine advice is, whether there's a baby inside you or not, you need a better system in and around you to support you financially, emotionally, especially, because those are the 2 areas that they're pointing out. There is a disconnect there. There's a dissolution. You're not on the same page. So it's important that you focus on that. Okay, my dear? Seashells, lovely to see you. All right. Oh, and Divine Goddess, you're in a communications job. Yeah, I'm a communications major, so in journalism and all of that. So I love that you're doing that. Okay. All right. So let's see. Gigi and I'm Happiness, go ahead and check in. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and close it. Again, I know that you guys are asking questions, but you have to tip before I move on. Okay. And then, oh, Hershey's here, Jonathan. Hello, Michelle and Jonathan. Everyone in chat, sending blessings and positive vibes to you all. So, okay. Oh, hi, Hershey. We love you, sweetie. Aw. I love trying to interact with you every day, my dear. Mosaic Insights here. Lovely to see you, my dear. So if you guys were here toward the beginning of the show, I gave the whole week from the 1st to the 11th of August, what we can expect in the headlines as a collective, everything that's going on astrologically. Again, I appreciate everyone who did an energy exchange with me and Jonathan as we went through the readings tonight. If you want your question to answer toward the end, make sure to show up toward the beginning of the show and get it in the queue. Otherwise, if you do it toward the end of the show, I can't get to it. You're also welcome to schedule a reading for me. It's right here at the bottom, astrologicaltarot.com. I spend hours on these charts, and that's even with the help of AI. I have so much fun doing this. I have a 5-year degree in Jyotish practitionering, Vedic astrology through Komilla Sutton. I love my job. I also am a certified tarot reader. But I am so looking forward to next week. I'm going to be giving all of the astrology by sign for the eclipse that we have next Tuesday. And I'm also going to give you guys some remedial measures. So definitely make sure to tune in and tell me what is going on there. Make sure to come in a little earlier if you want your question answered or tipped, because that's how it works. Okay. And I am sending you all tons of love and light as we move into the next week. And so is Jonathan. And know that we do our mantras from you from 4 to 7 every morning. And then at night, we do them from like 9 to 11? Yeah, so we're always doing mantras for you. If you have a specific thing that you would like us to pray for, go to my website. You can email me, and I will include your prayer requests in our daily mantra practice. It really is a vibratory thing that works, and we wouldn't do it otherwise. So I'm sending you all just tons of love and light as you move into the month of August. And definitely join me next week, because I'm going to get into eclipse energy. It's going to be a big one, folks. Okay. Om Shanti, Om Love, Om Peace. Sending love.
planet shine.